All right, what's up, Internet? Atos.crow here, representing MissouriLion.com. And we're here today giving you an in depth overview of the CroSkull project. This is an advanced NFT project on the Chronos layer of Web3. This is a wallet aware website that basically gives you a customized experience based on the NFTs that you have in your wallet. It is a game. It's an adventure game. It's scheduled for 10 seasons. Season 1 just stopped. They just finished, and Season 2 is getting ready to start here pretty soon. I really like this project. They didn't push a lot of hype. They didn't really give a lot of big promises in the beginning. There's been some fluctuation as far as the US dollar valuation of these tokens recently, and I know that generates a lot of FUD out there. And so, you kind of look to these times to find the projects that are actually going to hold through and keep, just thriving regardless of market conditions. And CroSkull.com and their little growing community has really been one that stands out. Season 2 is going to be a blast. The game is expanding. There's going to be just more missions and more ways that you can kind of participate in this thing. So basically, there is a NFT marketplace on Chronos layer called Abyssus Bay, and that right now is going to be your best bet to get on there and get you one of these CroSkull NFTs. You need the NFTs to play the game, like I said. And so basically, what you do is you get yourself a Web3 browser. Okay, let's get real. A lot of these people don't understand even the very basics here. You have to get a Web3 enabled browser. I recommend MetaMask. Let's not get too serious about how to do all that. You're going to be able to find it on the internet. Once you get your wallet set up, you go to CroSkull.com and you connect to CroSkull. It's got to be on the Chronos network. If you already don't know anything about how to do that, you're going to have a fun little education process. It's not going to take that long. It's going to change your life, and you're going to be forced to do this at some point anyway, because let's get real. About the future and Web3. So anyway, this is a really fun game. There's lots of different features, right? So there was the original minting of the CroSkulls, and then some of the OG, original lovers of this game that really understood it from the very beginning that it was something special got airdropped to them red and blue potions. And so then, but they had their little market battle back and forth of who's going to use these red and blue potions, and you can get one of each. And if you get one of each, you can turn it into a purple potion. And then if you take a CroSkull NFT and you go to the laboratory on the website and you put the purple potion and the CroSkull together, it evolves it into one of these even more rare CroSkulls. There's only going to be 333 of them, and they're not quite all minted yet. That was one of the first cool little things, but it's turned into a bidding war, and they're very expensive now. And not only that, but there's just a lot of features that people I think are waiting for to see exactly how it pans out in Season 2 before they make some decisions. And I'm also very excited about that. So anyway, other than that, there was also a facet that came out in Season 1 where we found these eggs, right? You were able to basically mint up to 3 eggs per account that had crows in the adventure. And so if you had your eggs after Season 1 basically was pretty much over, you were able to hatch your egg, and now those eggs have turned into these Season 1 pets, the Lionhead pets. They have in-game attributes. They have experience points. They have basically this register that shows the last action block, like the block on the blockchain that was the last one that represents an action that they've taken. The in-game attributes also have not only stats for the pet, but if it's hungry or not, if it's tired or not, and a win-loss ratio. So the game's not out yet. The battling system's not quite known about yet. However, there's some interesting features of this NFT that kind of give us some hints to exactly what is going to be coming. So the normal CroSkull harvests it when it's in an adventure roughly 3 grave a day. The evolved skull harvests roughly 9 grave a day. And the pet basically yields one soul, the SLS token or coin, basically per day. You can harvest those if your pet is sitting on 7, it cannot get to the 8th. It only holds 1 week of souls at a time. So you need to get those harvested. Otherwise, in the adventure tab, there's kind of like this burn malice scale that you'll notice when on an adventure, and that kind of goes down as the time between your claims or whatever goes up. So you kind of want to just wait and let that go down so that you can get more of your grave. But of course, there are certain moments where it's hard to wait. So grave tokens are basically the token for the game. It's what you use to enter the raffles. Another cool part about this particular website are these little raffles that they have. Sometimes it's, team contributors, other projects that they're kind of doing a awareness campaign for. Sometimes it's a raffle that's part of their game. Right now, one of the raffles is giving away a really fancy pet, and I would just love to be that. So anyway, that would be fun. And there's a lot of other little cool features on this website as far as analytics and, kind of being able to even scope out the marketplace. The tavern is where you can see kind of what you have, what's in mission, what's out of mission, your pets, the experience points of your pets. This is where you harvest your soul. There is another token called the Rude token. Okay. And that is one that you need to actually take your pet from level 1 to level 2. It takes 50 Rude from level 1 to level 2, and then like 60 for level 2 to level 3. I think it goes up 10 each after that. I read in the white paper, I believe. But you can get that in the bank by staking grave in some of their little real estate contracts or whatever you want to call it. But there's also going to be another way to get Rude tokens. If you wait for season 2 when it comes out, then there is going to be a new way to claim your grave from your pet called the Proclaim. We're all very excited about all these new upgrades. I know that I've read what they have on this little update site here. And so basically the Proclaim allows you to allocate a certain portion of that claim in a separate contract that basically is called a piggy bank, and that allows you to earn more Rude tokens. So it's going to be another way to level your pets up and just claim Rude tokens for whatever functions that will be there for later on in the game. And this is one of those where, man, if I get one of these leveled up pets and it's worth a whole lot of crow, I'm not going to want to sell it because I just can't wait to see what's coming next. And so really the most tricked out pets, nobody's going to want to sell it. And I really feel like that there's going to be so many people that are just interested in playing this game and being part of this community that there won't be a whole lot of room for just kind of investors to come in and be trying to buy low and sell high. And hopefully that helps. A lot of times one thing that the market turn downs do is it kind of shakes loose all the people that are just kind of on for the ride for the economic benefit. And I feel like this is a community that has some lasting potential. These people have these ongoing narratives, for example, in the Discord, where they kind of like tell these stories about the skulls they have, and it's very active. And this is early, people. You guys got to realize this Chronos layer is in its beta form. These VR worlds are coming out. All these games, they're just now in development. So this is really one where I feel like if you set in early on it and you kind of get to know it and use this as an education process in kind of the evolution of these smart contracts and these NFTs, it's just like a merging of all these different cool worlds between, basically trying to solidify wealth building and having fun at the same time and living a whole life where you get to know a lot of cool different people from all over the whole world that have lots of different lived experiences, and staying on the cutting edge of technology. I don't know. I mean, how else? I mean, I don't know. It's so obvious to me that I don't understand why there aren't already tens of millions more people jumping into this thing. But I'll tell you what, you choose CroSkull to be one of your early picks of how you learn and how you kind of get into this community. And I think that you're going to be really happy about it. So I hope to meet you there. And I'm just going to cut off this little dialogue right now. And until next time.